What's going on, man?
We're back. Back and again. Slave 4.
Slave 4, still working on my weekly mimosa that they give
7 days, 7 slays.
7 days, seven slays.
We got Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
The one movie, well, no, lie. This is one of 2 movies that I own 2 copies of.
What's the other one?
The other one, I will show you right here. And I'll show you exactly how. These.
Word.
As you see, I got one still in the package. And now how that is because I wanted the original Halloweens on DVD, right?
Right.
Obviously, I had Halloween 2. I enjoy it. Picks up right where the first one left off.
Yep.
Very dope. So I was at Walmart one day, stoned, obviously, doing some shopping. And I saw this.
Yeah.
And I said, oh shit, that's a pretty good alternate cover for Halloween. I'm going to buy it. Because of the sticker. When I got home and I was like, God damn it.
I knew we had this conversation before. That's right. The sticker.
They put it right perfectly.
They tricked you.
On the 2. But you know what? Fuck it. Glow in the dark art. Pretty cool.
Can't hate on that.
I believe it was only $5 at the time I bought it. And since then, bada boom, slay it up.
I got the one set. But you know what? We're not here to talk about Halloween.
We're talking the first one, Evil Dead.
We're talking about the Evil Dead because it's a spring break movie. And we're on spring break right now.
I love Evil Dead. One of my all-time favorites.
Honestly, it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I still need to go see Army of Darkness in theaters so I can say I've seen everyone in a theater. I got to see this one, The Evil Dead, at the Art Theater as one of the last movies before it shut down. So that was dope. I saw The Evil Dead 2 there.
Nice.
I love the remake. I love Evil Dead, man. I got my senior pictures taken with an Evil Dead t-shirt on.
The remake is actually one of the few movies I think that's been remade that I was like really okay with how that remake turned out.
I love that remake. I looked to that remake as it was very influential for me.
Mm-hmm.
On a lot of different levels.
But fuck, to me, the first one is very influential. Just a bunch of kids up in Chicago in college deciding, fuck it, we're gonna make a movie.
So that director, Sam Raimi, he's the man. He brought us the Spider-Man trilogy. He's getting ready to bring us Doctor Strange 2.
But way before all this.
But way before all of this, this was it. This is his in. This is the Evil Dead, and it's in the tales of filmmaking. It's just a fun story of how they just kind of DIY this movie. And they didn't have much of a budget. And a lot of that, I love the practical effects, man. I love in Ash vs. Evil Dead that they still stuck with that aesthetic, like that practical effects, because it's still like, it's weird because it's like, it's funny, but it is kind of scary. It's kind of unsettling, like, it's something comical about it, but at the same time, like in Ash vs. Evil Dead specifically, I remember being like, fuck, this is actually kind of spooky. Like, this actually does kind of get a little creepy, even though it's a little silly, There's something about that it's really hitting the nail on the head with the demon, that Evil Dead, man. It's exactly what they are.
Yeah.
And they do.
No, they are, man, and I love it.
Like, there's the insane, like, tree rape scene in it, man. Like, there's just so much craziness in this movie. There's a lot to love, man.
No, there really is, and that's what I say. Like the original, I just love that it just keeps revolving around these people fucking with the Book of Necronomicon and not knowing what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's why if you find some weird shit in the fucking basement of a cabin, leave it there. Don't fuck with it. I liked how they did it in the remake.
Yeah, definitely. One of my all-time favorite horror movies, one of my all-time favorite franchises. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
I love
I remember being a kid and this one would play like at fucking 2, 3 a.m. on some channels and shit, and you'd catch Evil Dead, and it's like, hey, Evil Dead's on.
Yeah, I love it, man. I don't know what more to say about it. On the practical effects, Bruce Campbell, he's a legend. Specifically
Legend, man.
Movies. And he and Sam Raimi, he's been in like every Sam Raimi movie there's been. In some capacity, he's always been in some sort of cameo. And so I'm looking forward to him joining the actual MCU and seeing his style brought to Doctor Strange too. He's a dope director.
He is.
And we've seen what he can do with comic book movies. We've seen what he's done with horror. I'm excited to see that shit, man.
I'm really hyped for it all too, man. Like I said, this is one of my favorites. I could watch this movie at least once, twice, 3 times a week and not get bored with it ever. So many fucking
I watch multiple times in a year, more than like if I am gonna watch a movie multiple times in a year, it's probably gonna be an Evil Dead.
Well, it's why I've said groovy all the time since I've been forever, like since I can remember, like groovy. And they're all, like I said, I love it. I love the third one. When it's just fucking Bruce Campbell gets pulled into the universe or something. He's just a regular guy.
That one I just recently checked that one off my list. Like, not this past Halloween, but the Halloween before that, I believe. So,
yeah.
They're all great, man. I need to finish watching Ash vs. Evil Dead. I've seen all of season 1. I need to watch season 2 and 3. Get all caught up before this video game comes out.
Oh yeah, that's right. I need to watch that one too.
Yeah.
I need to get into that.
Yeah. But yeah, Evil Dead, the score, man. What's the score? It's Evil Dead. Yeah.
This is out of 10 slays. Out of 10 slays, I give this one 10.
You know what? I'm glad you did it because I agree. It's 10 out of 10 for me too. What we didn't talk about.
That's my first.
Some of probably the only 10 out of 10 for the 7 slays. We didn't talk about any of the slays themselves.
Yeah.
This movie had slays
out the wazoo.
And one in particular, it's not necessarily a slay necessarily, because she doesn't die, but it's fucking gruesome. And it just sucks to watch every time. Is the fucking pencil to the ankle, bro? Like, ooh, like it's like, again, it's one of those things where it's like it's fake, but at the same time you're like, God damn, dude, like it hurts every fucking time she like jostles it. It's just like, ow.
My favorite is still always, the scenes where, Bruce Campbell gets the arm ripped off, the hand, and then right up in the chainsaw. Hell yeah. That just always amps me. Hey, yeah. I'm sure if we have to do like favorite slay out of all movies, they're probably going to come from this one.
Probably. I think I feel like the line may have been different in the 2 movies, but I know in the remake it was the demon was like, I'm going to feast on your soul, and then she's like, feast on this, and then like just fucks the demon up. There's an unrated cut that I have in my little wish list and my save. It's like the only thing on my saved list on Best Buy. Is that unrated cut, because I've never seen it and I'd love to get my hands on that, because Evil Dead the remake I love that movie, man. It changed the game for me in a lot of ways, and I think that movie's a testament to practical effects over CGI. Like they did a lot of shit practically that you wouldn't expect.
Yeah,
it looks terrifying. So
no, I love it, man. If you've never seen Evil Dead, what the fuck are you doing?
Right, give it a 10 out of 10.
No, if you've never seen it, I'm just saying you need to go watch it, like to the viewers.
Right.
We're 10 out of 10.
That's what I'm saying. We just gave it 10 out of 10. If you've never seen it, you need to go see it. We just gave it 10 out of 10.
get out there.
And
Go
if
do
you have
it.
seen it, go watch it. You're probably watching it right now.
Yeah, we probably made you want to watch it. You're probably like, ah, shit, Evil Dead. I haven't watched
saw
that.
this, you're like, fuck, I'm gonna go watch Evil Dead.
Hey, all right. Well, that'll wrap it up. Davey Slay 4.
Play 4.
So we'll come back at you tomorrow. We're gonna go hit some R&R. Peace, smooches.
Respect.